Larceny is considered a major index crime category in New York under the Federal Uniform Crime Reporting System. A major index crime is categorized as such due to the severity of the crime by nature and in volume. As of July 2022, there has been a 40.6% increase in grand larceny cases compared to the same 7-month period, January to July, in 2021. The response of law enforcement agencies to this rise in statistics is an increase in aggressive prosecution. A conviction for grand larceny can have devastating effects on your personal and professional life. It is important to seek the help of an experienced Long Island grand larceny attorney who can defend your rights and provide aggressive legal representation. At Edward Palermo Criminal Defense, we may be able to help. Our skilled Nassau and Suffolk County grand larceny lawyers can conduct a comprehensive evaluation of your case and provide you with your legal options. Grand larceny laws on Long Island, NY. Aside from being a major index crime, grand larceny is also considered one of the 7 major NYS penal law felonies. When discussing laws of theft in New York, it is necessary to define the terms property and owner. An owner of a property is someone who has the legal right to possess and use the property. Property under the definition of New York law is real or personal property that has value. This can include the following: cash, real property, personal property, computer data, evidence of debt, contracts and titles, services like gas, electricity, steam, and water. A person is considered guilty of the act of larceny if they unlawfully take, obtain, and withhold or deprive an owner of their property for the defendant's use and appropriation or for that of a third person. The following acts fall under the umbrella term of larceny under New York law: embezzlement, appropriating lost or mislaid property, theft by false promise, issuing a bad check, extortion, possession of the stolen property need not be charged with grand larceny. Even if a person does not keep the stolen property and instead disposes of it, it still counts as larceny, as the guilty party would have still deprived the owner of the use of the property. If you have been charged with grand larceny on Long Island, it is important to seek out the help of an experienced Nassau and Suffolk County grand larceny attorney. A skilled attorney will be able to walk you through the legal process involved with your charges and protect your rights. At Edward Palermo Criminal Defense, we provide qualified legal counsel and representation. Our top-rated Long Island grand larceny attorneys work hard to achieve the best possible outcome for our clients. Penalties for crimes under larceny like petty larceny, embezzlement, and grand larceny are based on the value of the property stolen. There are 4 degrees of severity for the crime of grand larceny. In general, all charges of grand larceny are considered felonies in New York. Grand larceny in the 4th degree. Stolen amount: $1,000 but under $2,999.99. Penalty: Class E felony. Prison sentence, from 1 to 5 years in prison. Grand larceny in the third degree. Stolen amount, $3,000 to $49,999. Penalty, Class D felony. Prison sentence, up to 7 years in prison. Stealing an ATM or the contents of an ATM, regardless of the amount stolen, constitutes a third-degree grand larceny charge. Grand larceny in the second degree. Stolen amount, more than $50,000 but less than $999,999. Penalty, Class C felony. Prison sentence, up to 15 years in prison. Stealing through extortion, regardless of the amount stolen, constitutes a second-degree grand larceny charge. Extortion is the act of coercing someone into giving their property through the threat of the following acts: causing physical harm to the victim, destruction of property, adversely affecting the victim through the use of the defendant's position as a public servant. Grand larceny in the first degree. Stolen amount, more than $1 million. Penalty, Class B felony. Prison sentence, up to 25 years. How does grand larceny differ from other crimes of theft like petty larceny? Grand larceny differs from other crimes of theft like petty larceny due to the value of the amount stolen. Petty larceny is the charge usually brought on crimes like shoplifting. Petty larceny is a misdemeanor. However, a person can also be charged with felony shoplifting if they steal property with a value of more than $1,000. Crimes like grand larceny of a motor vehicle don't necessarily follow the valuations dictated under NY Pen. Law Section 155. If a person steals a motor vehicle valued upwards of $100, they are considered guilty of grand larceny of a motor vehicle. How can a Long Island criminal defense attorney help me? If you have been charged with grand larceny on Long Island, it is essential to get the help of an experienced criminal defense attorney who would be able to build a strong case on your behalf. There are possible defenses to a grand larceny charge that an attorney may use depending on the elements of your case. For example, one of the most important elements in a grand larceny case is the alleged value of the stolen property. The degree of the charges and the possible conviction will hinge on proper valuation. If the economic value of the property cannot be established, a replacement value can be used. The degree of the charges in a grand larceny case may be reduced if the defense lawyer can argue in court that the stolen goods are worth less than what was initially charged. Getting the help of experienced Long Island grand larceny attorney Ed Palermo. As a major felony, being convicted of grand larceny can have devastating consequences on a person's life. A conviction can leave a permanent record that may cause adverse effects on your personal life. It can also affect your career, your reputation, as well as your relationships. If you are facing grand larceny charges in Long Island, NY, it is important to consult with an experienced Long Island grand larceny attorney who will fight for your rights. At Edward Palermo Criminal Defense, we work hard to obtain the best possible outcome for our clients. Edward Palermo, a top-rated Nassau and Suffolk County criminal defense attorney, along with our Long Island grand larceny attorneys, may be able to help defend your rights in court. Our practice is dedicated to providing quality legal counsel and representation to individuals charged with a crime on Long Island. To learn more about grand larceny charges on Long Island, NY, and for more information on how we can help, call us at 516-280-2160 or 631-265-1052. Schedule a complimentary consultation with one of our experienced Long Island grand larceny attorneys today.